Hollow Valley, once a bustling mining town, now a deserted graveyard of crumbled buildings and rusted equipment. An eerie silence has replaced the once vibrant hum of miners and machinery. This is a town that time forgot, a town with a tragic tale to tell. Hollow Valley was once a thriving mining community, its heartbeat echoing from within the deep caverns where men toiled day and night. But all that changed one fateful day when the earth swallowed dozens of brave souls in a devastating cave-in. The laughter and camaraderie were replaced with screams and silence. Hollow Valley was never the same. In the years that followed, Hollow Valley turned into a ghost town. Its skeletal remains, a chilling reminder of the lives lost and dreams shattered. It is said that the ghostly miners still roam the valley at night, their spectral pickaxes clanging against the stones, their wails echoing through the deserted streets. Enter our curious trio, Jack, Lily, and Eric. Brave or foolish, they decided to challenge the legends. They laughed off the warnings and dared to explore the ruins. Their initial bravado was infectious, their laughter echoing through the empty buildings, bouncing off the rusted equipment. The sun, a fiery ball of orange, was their only companion as they ventured deeper into the forgotten town. As their shadows lengthened, their laughter faded. The reality of their surroundings started to sink in. The once grand mining town, now a skeleton of its former self, stood solemn and silent. The rusted equipment bore silent testimony to the forgotten lives that once thrived here. The air was thick, heavy with the scent of rust and damp earth, a constant reminder of the town's tragic past. They ventured deeper into the ruins, their footsteps echoing in the silence. The sun began its descent, casting long, eerie shadows that danced on the crumbling structures. As the sun dipped below the horizon, our trio wandered deeper into the ruins, the air heavy with the scent of rust and damp earth. Their adventure was just beginning. Little did they know the true horrors of Hollow Valley were yet to reveal themselves. Shadows lengthened, and faint metallic clanging echoed in the distance. Eric joked nervously about the miners clocking in for their shift. The laughter in his voice was strained, a thin veneer over the unease creeping into their hearts. The twilight sky, once a comforting blanket, was now a shroud of growing dread. Their surroundings, familiar in daylight, twisted into a maze of fallen structures and rusted remnants under the cloak of night. The air grew colder, heavier, as if the very atmosphere was thickening with anticipation. A chill ran down their spines, not from the weather, but from an icy fear that gnawed at their bravado. They tried to retrace their steps, their laughter now but a memory, replaced by a stifling silence, broken only by the crunch of their steps on the gravel. As they stumbled through the ruins, their torchlight seemed to swallow rather than dispel the darkness. The once recognizable landmarks were now grotesque silhouettes, their path a labyrinth of shadows, their confident strides turned into hesitant steps, their bravado shattered by a growing realization they were lost in the belly of Hollow Valley. The echo of their own footsteps was their only company, a constant reminder of their isolation. But then, something shifted. The rhythm of their steps was met with a delay, a beat that wasn't their own. A phantom echo, heavy and deliberate, matched their pace, followed them through the twisted maze of the forgotten town. They spun around, their hearts pounding, their breaths ragged. Their torches sliced through the darkness, revealing nothing but the desolate ruins. The eerie silence returned, the phantom footsteps vanished as quickly as they had appeared. Yet, the feeling of being watched, of being followed, clung to them like a specter. Footsteps followed them, heavy and deliberate, but every time they turned, no one was there. The haunting had begun in Hollow Valley, and they were its unwilling guests. The laughter, the excitement, the adventure, all were lost to the night, replaced by fear, replaced by the unknown. Then came the screams, low at first, like a distant wind, then louder and more human, filled with agony. The echoes of the tortured cries danced around the ruins, a haunting symphony of despair that chilled their bones. The terror was palpable, a living entity that gnawed at their courage and left them paralyzed with fear. The laughter and bravado from earlier felt like a distant memory, replaced by the stark reality of their predicament. Suddenly, Lily tripped over a rusted piece of mining equipment, her scream piercing the night. Jack and Eric whirled around, flashlights swinging wildly, but where Lily had been, there was now only darkness. The only trace of her was a single shoe, lying forlornly amidst the rubble. Their hearts pounded in their chests like wild drums, adrenaline fueling their desperate need to escape. They called for Lily, their voices hoarse with fear, but the only answer was the eerie silence of the deserted town. The hollow echo of their calls was a chilling reminder of their isolation. With a last glance at the spot where Lily had disappeared, they turned and ran. Every shadow seemed to leap at them, every noise a harbinger of doom. The once familiar path was now a nightmarish maze, their flashlights only casting more shadows and deepening their terror. The screams seemed to follow them, a cruel reminder of their missing friend. They stumbled blindly through the darkness, their breaths ragged and hearts pounding. The ruins of the once bustling mining town loomed around them like ghostly specters, the remnants of a forgotten past. Finally, they broke free from the confines of the deserted town, the chilling screams fading into the night. Exhausted and shaken, they collapsed on the outskirts of Hollow Valley, the night's horrors etched into their souls. The search parties scoured the valley for weeks, but Lily was never found. The valley, once a symbol of prosperity, was now a haunting reminder of their night of terror. Only Jack and Eric made it out, sprinting blindly through the dark. Search parties never found Lily, and the valley remains off limits. Have you ever been somewhere you couldn't escape? Beware of Hollow Valley. The chilling echoes of those lost souls are said to still roam, their screams carried on the winds that sweep through the forgotten ruins. The tale of Hollow Valley serves as a stark reminder that some places, some stories, are best left undisturbed. Yet for those of you who crave the thrill of the unknown, the shiver of fear that prickles at the base of your spine, this is but one tale from the vault of the Bone Chilling Chronicles. Each story a glimpse into the shadowy corners of our world, where the inexplicable and the terrifying reside. So if you find your heart racing, your palms sweating, your breath catching in anticipation, then we invite you to delve deeper. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and follow us for more. Join us on TikTok and YouTube for more Bone Chilling Chronicles, if you dare!